jump into our next topic here. So let's cue this up. Well, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, in this next topic, we're going to get into a spotted $25,000 Tesla Model 2, or maybe it's not 25,000 because we don't know the price, right? But rumored to be $25,000, and some spy shots were photographed and taken, and of course, China, where it seems like Tesla is releasing these vehicles first in China as their strategy moving forward. And so there's a couple of things that were actually leaked or even posted on Twitter. So we'll take a look at it and see what we can dissect, because a $25,000 Tesla Model 2 or a cheaper Tesla or a new project, whatever, generational Highline, or not Highline, but new generation Tesla is supposed to be slated to be coming out. It will at least be announced on March 1st, which is Investor Day. So we'll take a look at what we found and see what we can pull from it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. Shout out to Ray, or at Ray for Tesla on Twitter. This photo is being widely circulated on Chinese social media, leaked or photoshopped. And so what can we piece from this? A couple people have already pieced some interesting stuff that usually is not Tesla's MO. But if we take a look at it, like, that definitely looks like Model 3, Model Y taillights, but it does kind of look funky, right? This also looks like a bracket of, usually what they put on a Tesla vehicle. And also the rims, those are like Model Y Gemini caps for sure. But this is funny, right? This huge gap right here, this huge fender flare, like, that's Tesla's, that's what they do, that's their design, but that's massive right there as well. And then you can see it's kind of like a hatchback sedan, little coupe-ish sort of like style right here, but of course it is hatchback with 4 doors. It also has door handles, as someone has pointed out, or Ray has pointed out here, which Tesla does not really put on door handles. And the biggest thing that kind of sticks out here is this like gas cap, right here in the picture. So shout out to Just Starman who pointed that out. That doesn't really look like Tesla's charging door at all. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. But here are also some more pictures. Here's the supposed front, but you can tell it does look funky, right? It does look like it's photoshopped, but it's a pretty decent photo job set. I mean, I'm not really a Photoshop expert. You can see up here, it actually kind of looks like the front of a Tesla windshield, like a little pop out for the top where the cameras would be. You can see here that this actually really looks like a Model 3 bumper for sure. So there's also like a camera thing right here. The door handles look a little bit more flush in this angle, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff, that's for sure. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Here it is busted. Here is the Mazda, as someone just pointed out in the chat, that looks just like this flow of it. So maybe it's most likely a photoshopped, and we're all getting hyped up for no reason. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We should certainly know more on March 1st, or Investor Day, that Tesla is going to be taking a look at, or at least announcing what their plan is. So I'm not sure if a prototype like this would be announced like that quickly out of the gate. I mean, they will probably show you never know. Like, Tesla does like to show vehicles very, very quickly. And so maybe, I don't even know, Investor Day is in Austin, right? So this wouldn't make sense at all, because this is a vehicle that's looks like it's in China. So why would it be, be shown like this if they're going to be doing, announcing stuff in Giga Austin, which I don't think they're going to be able to ship this vehicle within like a couple of weeks like that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on this spy shotted camouflage Model 2 that most likely is not a Model 2, but definitely some interesting stuff, that's for sure. So we're going to jump into some of the comments and some of the questions, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule the call, or after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including a couple of credit unions on that list that have interest rates as low as 2.5% to 3.2% to 4% from 60 to 80 months. So definitely check out if you're interested. Link down below in the description. All right, let's jump into some comments and some of the questions.